Today, we will talk about the largest mass shooting in the Czech Republic so far. The mass shooting at the Faculty of Arts, FFUK, shocked the public. 14 people died and 25 were injured, 10 of them seriously. The 24-year-old David Kozak, a student of general history at FFUK, is behind this whole shooting. He used a Schmeisser AR-15 223 Riem assault rifle here. This gun is worth a total of 2,696. Police confirmed that they found a cache of other guns and ammunition at the location. He was equipped for a long kill. According to his communication on the Telegram social network, his role model was the 14-year-old murderer Alina Afanaskina, who shot up a school building in Bryansk, Russia, on December 7th. One girl was killed, 5 other students were injured. The shooter then committed suicide. On the Telegram diary, Kozak describes in detail his depressed mental state and plans to commit suicide. He wrote his diary in Russian. He announces that the public will be hurt. For example, he wrote in his diary on December 17th, David K. wrote, "I hate the world and want to leave as much pain behind as possible." As late as Tuesday, December 19th, he announced that his ears were ringing. "It's like some fucking firefly. I wanted to rip my ears off," he wrote. That was the last entry. On the morning of Thursday, December 21st, he killed his father and then went to his school to murder his classmates. David Kozak was an award-winning student of general history from the Institute of World History of the Faculty of Arts, Charles University. For example, he won the award for the work Problems of the Antagonism of the Galician Peasant and Krakow Uprising in 1846. He graduated with a bachelor's degree in history, European studies, and then continued with a subsequent master's degree in history. He focused on the history of Poland. According to police sources, the same Schmeisser AR-15 223 Rem weapon was used in the murder of an infant and his father in Klanovitsky Les. There is reasonable suspicion that David Kozak, who planned the serial murders on his Telegram profile, could also be responsible for the murder. 12:20 a.m. journey to Prague. A 24-year-old man left his home in Hostun for Prague, according to police information. He was heading to a lecture at the Faculty of Arts of Charles University, in its building in Seletna. He confided that he wanted to take his own life. 12:26 a.m. Message from a witness. The police receive information from a witness who was told by a friend that she wants to commit suicide and is going to Prague. He was traveling by public transport, the detectives explained on Friday. 12:47 a.m. Discovery of a body in Hostuni. The dead man was the father of the suspect who committed a terrible act today, said Police Chief Martin Vondrashek on Thursday evening. At Friday's press conference, criminal investigators added that an explosive device was found in the house where the dead man was found. 13:15 p.m. Declaration of search. After 1 p.m., the police announced a search for a young man who announced plans to commit suicide. 13:49 p.m. can be in Seletna. The police receive information that the wanted man is to be found in the building of the Faculty of Philosophy in Seletna Street. The search for a specific person begins. 14, or start of the lecture. At 14, the lecture began, which the 24-year-old student was supposed to attend. But he wasn't there. 14:22 p.m. End of evacuation. End of search of the Faculty of Philosophy building in Koletna Street. 14:59 p.m. The first information about the shooting. The police received the first information about the shooting in the building of the Faculty of Philosophy on Palachova Namiesti. The units are moving. The director of the Prague Regional Police, Petr Matejček, said at a press conference on Friday, "I checked it. The arrival time was 4 minutes." 16:8 activation of the trauma plan. The integrated rescue system activated the so-called trauma plan. Paramedics began transporting the injured to Prague hospitals. 15:11 p.m. The emergency unit arrives at the scene. Police patrols arrive at the scene. The emergency unit arrived 12 minutes after the first report. 15:17 p.m. Police informs about the intervention. The first information about the shooting at the Faculty of Arts of Charles University appears in the public space. There are dead and wounded at the scene. 15:20 p.m. Lifeless body on the sidewalk. The police received information about the lifeless body of the perpetrator on the sidewalk of the faculty building on Palach Square. Units are on site providing first aid, evacuating the seriously injured and securing the building. Evacuation of survivors follows. 15:48 p.m. The Minister of the Interior goes to the place. The situation is serious, writes the Minister of the Interior, Vytarakushan, Stan, and leaves for the Faculty of Philosophy. 16:51 p.m. information on the dead and injured. The Prague Rescue Service published the first information on the number of dead and injured. The numbers have changed several times since then. 17:01 p.m. The President returns to Prague. The Office of the President of the Republic has informed that President Petr Pavel is urgently returning from a state visit to France. Immediately after his return, he will meet with the security forces of the state. 17:50 p.m. press conference begins. The press conference of Interior Minister Vytarakushan and Police Chief Martin Vondrashek has begun. The police president confirmed that the attacker killed more than 15 people and injured at least 24. He is said to have been inspired by a similar event abroad. The Austrian minister said there was no indication that the act was linked to international terrorism. Thursday's shooting has 14 victims, among students and other people. In Ostun, the perpetrator also killed his father. Announced the director of the Prague police, Petr Matejček. The worst thing about this case is that the world lost 14 innocent people, and several others have to recover in the hospital and have trauma for the rest of their lives. It is a big shock, both for the Czech Republic and for the whole country. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget the like, subscribe, and the turn on the bell. Bye.